this is Jarno here. Finally we got ourselves an update on the PS4, announced it, newly installed 2.0 update to the Project Cars 2. And I can say right from the bat, I'm really excited. No stuttering or stuff in the loading screens, and now also seems like the UI is working good without stutter or this freezing that has occurred regularly. And I was thinking about just going through some online gaming and see also maybe me comparing slightly to me just driving the beta on Gran Turismo Sport. And I have to say it gave me a bit of sour sweet taste, so to speak. Oh, everything seems to work. Oh, this is awesome. Solder. Okay, maybe. Nope. I just remembered that me talking to you guys and also being in a lobby could be very annoying for the other guys. So I haven't actually figured that out yet, how to... Is it possible to not get involved with the lobby as I speak to you guys? No, I don't believe so. But yeah, so just take a moment to talk about Gran Turismo Sports and the comparison to the Project Cars 2. And I would say it's not a fair comparison right now, because something is really up with compatibility to the CSL Elite wheel that I have on the Gran Turismo Sport. It doesn't work with the force feedback as you would think, just some centrum spring force that brings the steering wheel to the centrum again, not feeling the surface or tires or nothing like that. This is the total opposite. Project Cars 2 has the, I would say, best force feedback I've ever tried. I can't state it enough. It's really amazing and fun. You can really feel the road and the surface of the road, and it's awesome. It's really awesome. I was thinking about trying to do some drifting here. Let's see if I get this straight. Just race settings. I don't want any opponents. I haven't actually been in this menu. Mandatory formation lap. Let's see, season. Yada, number of laps 10. Sure. Session setting. Practice squad and disable. Opponents. Okay, so I will bring this down to 0, because I'm just gonna take this bad boy MX-5 Red Bull on a test drive. So I'm yearning for some more force feedback sensations. I can't stress this enough. It's really cool. And also I would say I'm really happy with me going from I first had a G29 a Logitech, and upgraded it to Thrustmaster T300, and I must say that it's a big upgrade going from mechanical to belt driven, and then jumping into the Fanatic stuff. I mean, it's a different level of equipment. Let's see which kind of Oh, it's... I have no idea how this car will react now, so just... Will it drift? We will see. Or will I be able to drift? That's a crazy entry. Okay, we restart this. So this is a 2.0 update, and well, I was a little unsure if there was a freezing, but it was me pushing the setting button on the wheel. And really happy not seeing this freezing in the screens, and I will also soon make a visit to the pits and see if the loading screens there also have been shortened. Just gonna try this out first. This is a beast. Actually doing this exactly the same mistake as before. Okay, let's try to pit and see. Exit. We have to do it like this. I was also wanted to check out how the pit menu is. If the setup screen also have this big loading time. This is a big difference. Really big difference. It took maybe around 4 to 5 minutes between switching from custom race to private testing. Took ages. So let's see here, we try some cool car. Would be fun to why not? Or maybe no. Yes. Okay. We go with this. So let's see. We try not Watkins Glen. We take some shorter type of course. Karting circuit. Maybe that would be. I don't know if this is a fit, but I don't care. Let's try this. So, as you can see, everything in the UI is responsive now, and well, it makes me happy. Because the only regret I had with this game was not being able to play it as much as I would like to play it. So that's a review for you. It's really fun. Let's see if we go into the tuning setting. Oh, immediately going through the setting. This also took around 30 seconds or up to a minute to be able to just go through the menus. Okay. What we got here? Have to remember where I put the handbrake. I have a too strong force feedback setting right now. I have to change it on the wheel because it rips my hand off. Let's see. I will put it down 20%. And you guys can see this. This is the in-wheel force settings. I will take it down quite a bit. Let's see. Well, this is actually really fun. The car is really drivable in the drifts. Somewhat reminds me of the physics in dirt. One thing I feel like I cannot give that little blip extra throttle that I would like to control the car as I'm braking, so I get the wheel spin. I don't know how to set that up, but as I turn I would like to get the wheels to spin. And also have to put the right kind of gear in. This was actually a really fun combination. Oh, I overdid it. Let's see if we can clutch kick this. No, four-wheel drive. So I'm driving with pedals. It's hard to find the pedals and shifts when the wheel is turning as much as it does. It's easier to have some sort of stick. Crazy. Cool. I saw you were posting a comment. I will just change the screen so I can see what it stands. So just a moment. Okay, so if the frame rate has improved, well, actually driving this right now, I would say I didn't have any problems. I have the PS4 Pro, so I didn't notice before the patch any huge frame rate drops. Just in online lobbies, when people are trying to connect to the game, we have these stutters. I think that's more server related, and I don't know if that is also the case for PC players, but that really was a big problem in Project Cars 1 also. But I have to do a restart. I have no tires and well, I can really recommend this combination. A karting circuit and rally course car. Let's try to push this thing. That is annoying, a feature of trying to go through the gearing's downshifting, but the car doesn't allow me to downshift faster. than some sort of bug. Alright, we lost it there. Yeah, maybe it's so. I don't know if anything good for an amateur player, so to speak. I would say this is more a resemblance to the real thing. They are actually putting in some really advanced physics, as you got this example for that is tire flex. You can actually feel the tire flexing when you're driving cars around track, and you can feel this deep physics that comes to play. And I think it's really fun if you get into it, but I'm not gonna lie, it has to be a couple of years of racecraft development. So to really enjoy this type of games, you should try to play some form of league, amateur league, which I sometimes join. I've been running Apex online racing in a couple of elite or semi-elite leagues, and well, that's really fun. So you meet up every week and you have a race and you practice on that circuit with a certain car, and that's really fun. You get the build-up of real pressure, so to speak. You really get nervous in for every race, and it's mostly for shits and giggles, and it's a good community. So I would really recommend it, trying to get into simulator racing. I'm hooked, so to speak. Let's see if we can try to push a drift. So we have some problems here. I don't know if the clutch is kicking in. No problems, man. When you try to, at the same time, brake and accelerate to get the wheels to lose grip, you can control the car with both the brake and the throttle. And in dirt they did that really well, so you could steer how much wheel spin you would like to have, so to speak. But there are some limits. I can feel now. Got the Scandinavian flick going on. Whee! But I lost it there. So yeah, let's try a lobby race. I will not talk as much as I do now, because the setting, I know the default setting to get into an online race is you get to hear me speak, and it's quite annoying to drive and hearing another guy talking all the time. So I will probably shut up, but let's try online racing. The thing is, downshifting, as I pull down to downshift, it doesn't downshift as fast as I'm downshifting on the wheel. So I have to click multiple times to get it to downshift. And sometimes you really want to do that, because you can manage to get wheel spin and get the car to oversteer, but it didn't want to cooperate, so it has some sort of delay. I don't know if it's tied to the car or it's the game. Let's see, Bruno. Update this. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. Nürburgring GP 16. Let's try this. Or I still don't get what L stands for. Any of you guys know? Have you been experiencing the same thing, Chris? Or I don't know that aggressively. I don't normally drive the rallycross cars. I usually drive some form of GT3 car. So, okay, thank you. Let's see. Let's go. Can I mute myself? Let's see if I can do that. No. No, I did mute another again. No, I cannot mute myself. I'm really fond of the Audi. I was watching Ricky Bruch did some testing, and apparently the Audi of the GT3 cars are looking to be quite fast. Okay. The downshifting thing, okay. Oh, let's try it on the GT3 car. Let's see if we get the same problem. I think this is a little bit annoying for streaming in the PS4 format, giving up almost 70% of the screen. I haven't noticed any. Okay. What happened? I don't know if I got kicked or if it was a bug. So first test, not good. Okay, maybe it was race time. Let's see. Try to find some qualifying. 4 minutes left. Texas Motor. Monza. Hockenheim. Would be fun to have. What's the Australian? Oh, Catalonia GTE. Ooh, this is fun. I'm just gonna jump into this. I like the Corvette. Hoping it's available. No. But just this thing, just jumping between menus, it was so damn frustrating. I think of 5 races, maybe 3 or 2 were manageable, and the waiting time between races was just awful. So, I think something that is quite familiar. Let's see, Brands Hatch. Well, yes, let's just jump into it. Nürburgring combined is pretty hectic. Let's go for Oh, okay. So one thing I've noticed is popping up a lot of more leagues here. I'm from Sweden. I've seen some Scandinavian initiatives on racing, which I feel is really cool. I'm hoping for some form of explosion or boom or knowledge, acknowledgement for this game, because it would be really nice to have some sort of esports oriented focus on this, and maybe have a couple of tournaments. That would be nice. Much more fun when you compete. Let's see. Ready. That was a stutter. Maybe somebody is joining. Okay, let's try this with the downshifting then. I'll try it in this corner. Trying to. Seems pretty responsive. It feels a little bit different now. I have to fiddle with the force feedback. Actually, I like it to be quite strong in this game. It's fun to feel the road. Let's see, I put it on. Okay. Yeah, some lag. Almost lost it there. So it's coming from driving some Gran Turismo Sport on the beta now, and being so hard on the brakes as you can be on that one, and making the transitions to this is threshold braking is a lot harder. Not really comfortable yet. It's a totally different experience. Well, it's a lot better. In the menus, the UI is actually working right now. I don't know if I'm having. Well, I'm hearing my own voice right now. That's pretty annoying. I don't know if I have frame rates. I have never driven with the texts. As you can see, this is a special kind of streaming screen right now. So maybe it's a performance drop in that. I'm driving the Fanatec CSL Elite wheel. I'm really happy with it. And it's a big step up to the T300, I would say. I haven't looked into that actually. I don't know, can you elaborate what types of problems you could see in the career mode? I haven't actually driven in different weather conditions so much. Oh, I lost it here, sorry. CSL Elite, the Fanatec wheel, they actually released this wheel, I think it was this summer, for the European audience, and they also have released it to the American. Okay. Is that a setting? I'm talking about the gearbox setting. Oh, it's big frame drops right now. Okay. And the price for the wheel, I think it's about 500. No, let's say, so I said right. Let's see, was it 400 euros or something like that? It was in kroners, in Swedish kroners. It was about 5,000 kroners. So yeah, it's a big investment. But I also have the Club Sport pedals to that, and that's the real game breaker, deal breaker right there. So you have a loading cell on the brakes, and that's, you cannot compare that to the T300's TPA pedals. Yeah, it's expensive, I know. Someone is screaming right now. Yeah, but actually I could recommend that there is a mod for you can buy what was it called again? Some adapter, so you can plug in the Fanatec pedals to the T300 wheel. I was driving like that for a long while, and in terms of improvement on threshold braking, that's a huge step. You can also go that way. I don't remember what the mod is called, but I have it somewhere here. I'm pretty busy now trying to survive on this track. thank you. I don't know if it's the wheel actually, but it's the feel, you know. When you dive into it and you feel like you want to invest, I think it's worth it. My calculations in euro can be really wrong, so to speak, so don't hold me accountable for that one. Math isn't my strong point, just in this moment. Raindrops. Always forget that corner. Yes, definitely something with the downshifting. It's a bit of delay. It's annoying. Well, I'm driving with the Play Seat Challenger, so it's like a foldable sun share, or what you call it. Actually, I really like it. I was driving a while with a homemade rig. Thank you. Oh, you mean the Challenger? Yeah, the Challenger seat is affordable. And it also gets you this kind of seat of pants experience, because you know the force feedback resonates down to the chair. Yeah, it's hard mounted. It's hard mounted. It works to. I found some screwing holes on the Play Seat Challenger that fits the CSL Elite, so, and it fits the T300 also. No problems, man. That was crazy. Haha, thank you. Let's get on with the racing, man. Ooh, I hate that corner. Sweet, man. Woo! This track is so long. It's really taxing. Let's see. Okay, please talk. Are you driving? What are you driving? Black paint. Renault. Should probably not have this much downforce, but yeah. How many laps was it again? I don't seem to figure this out. Driver info, no. Okay, so we have one more on the track, XXM. Let's hope for a clean race, guys. Take care in the first corner. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it would freeze in these screens also when we did some online praying in the previous patch. Hoping that is resolved right now. Seems to take a lot of time. at the same time, I don't know if I'm up to this. I just got so tired. Talking and racing at the same time was a hard combination, but well, you have to learn. I have such a limited brain capacity. I give it 1 more minute. So to do some conclusions on this, trying out online racing lobbies, some sort of problem still existing. This is taking way too long, I think, some form of bug. And also we have a new sort of problem right now with the downshifting, that you cannot aggressively downshift, and I think that hurts the immersion. I think you should be able to, so to say, break the gearbox by downshifting, and it should be in your own hands. I don't know if that is a setting thing. If you guys know something about it, just give me a heads up, but something is up with that for sure. Well, I'm actually gonna call it quit. So thanks for joining. It was also fun to interact with you. So have a nice evening.